In this time, you realize right about now that your new friend Shikasta seems to have vanished from the vicinity. You glance about, and at a quick look, he's gone.
Where did Shikasta go?
I don't know. He's very mysterious.
He's the coolest.
He's like the wind. Maybe he was the traveler.
What does that mean? The traveler.
The traveler.
What does that mean?
It's like a deity.
Well,
No?
yeah, mostly. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, he takes many forms.
do you worship the traveler?
Maybe I'm the traveler.
Okay, maybe she doesn't worship the traveler.
I mean, yeah, sure. I worship him, sure. He's more like my best friend.
Jester, don't you think that if that was a traveler, he would have said like, "Hey, I'm the traveler."
Probably.
He didn't seem very irreverent the way the traveler seems to be.
Yeah.
How do you know what the traveler's like? Do you hang out with the traveler too?
No, but I hang out with you.
Oh, right. Well, he's probably not the traveler then.
I
But
like
maybe
that guy,
he
though.
is.
He was good.
He was.
He was pretty cool.
He was
cool.
talented.
Are you okay, Caleb? You went a little quiet there for a little while.
Is that your first time killing something? Or somebody?
He was burned alive in front of me.
Yeah, you did that though.
I am well aware that I killed that person. I have nothing else to say. Why is everyone looking at me?
Well,
Have
we
you
were
ever
just
Someone
concerned.
before?
we were worried. Kind of went into like a state, just making sure you were all right.
I'm okay.
All right. Yeah.
It was terribly grisly. His hair was on fire and he burned horribly. Maybe it went a little further than I anticipated. I have killed people before in defense. Yeah. But not like that.
Well, there's one surefire way to make sure that he's all right, which is we get drunk on something really expensive and listen to the stories of all the people we just saved. And so you can feel better about everything that just happened.
Okay, that sounds good.
And we're going to spend a ridiculous amount of the money we just made.
I'm okay with that.
I am too.
Oh, didn't we get some items as well?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Who was it that
Who
had
ended up
that stuff?
getting them?
I
What
got
did you
him.
find?
Apparently, I raised my hand in this group. That just happened.
Yes, you just follow the down.
Yeah, we have a silver ring with a little blue gem on it.
Can I have it?
Hold on a second.
I like
Just
rings.
Fucking pace yourself, all right?
We don't like
Yeah, I
rings.
know. The bling is
I
going to
still
come
have
your
a
way,
lot
all
of
right?
rings on
We have a carved wand. Anybody having a wand that is not
Is
carved?
it a stick?
It is.
I like sticks.
Oh shit. Well. Yeah. And we got some chain manacles or some big sons of bitches with a bunch of runes on the cuffs.
I
Oh.
like manacles.
Who ended up grabbing the goggles? Did I grab the goggles? I got them
Yeah.
off the priest.
You did, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna pull them out. Take a look at them.
Okay.
Those are fancy.
It's like the base of them is a soft leather that's been cured and taken care of once you manage to wipe off some of the blood and soot from the remains of the previous owner. But it's a set of goggles that can be comfortably placed over your head, and the glass elements or the lenses of them have like a bluish purple sheen to them.
Would you like to know what they are before you put them on?
Too late, man. It's like 13 ghosts. Ah! No, I don't know.
Okay.
What does it look like? Is it like a kaleidoscope?
When you place them over your eyes, because immediately in the vicinity, there's the few small bonfires people have gathered around. Other than that, it's a dark night sky with stars peeking through the elements of the clouds that have broken apart. It looks like a cloud front is still blowing in from the eastern side of the valley, but from a little bit of the sky, you can see the stars are there. Upon placing the lenses over your eyes, you have clear definition of all the nearby buildings, the dark alleyways. You have a very clear perspective on anything that is not directly being hit by firelight, and the firelight is almost a little too bright.
Holy shit, you guys. Is this what you can see all the time?
I don't know.
You're
What does
wearing
it
them,
look
I
like?
don't-
It's like I got night vision. Like I can see things.
Look over here.
Yeah.
You look like a nerd.
I can deal with that. It's fine.
That's great. Well, you humans,
see
that's
shit.
yeah, it's real important.
Okay,
We're
I'm
running
curious.
a problem.
Can I try them on really quick?
Do they fit over you?
No, I gotta unstrap and hold them up. Hold them up. I'm holding them up.
It's like it tugs all of your horn jewelry and under it in an uncomfortable way.
All right, there we are.
Jiggle, jangle, jiggle, jiggle.
No effect, actually.
Yeah, it's just nothing.
Lies.
Hey, Caleb.
Yeah.
Can you see through my clothes?
Do you want me to see through your clothes?
No.
Nah.
I remember you have an ability to identify it.
I don't have ability. I understand certain magics, and if you want me to explain what those things are before you try them willy-nilly, yes, I can tell
Oh,
you.
then look at the ring that I want.
Yeah, sure. Yes.
May I see it?
Absolutely. Here's the silver ring with a blue gem.
Yeah. You know, I'm just going to check D&D Beyond to see if I, yeah, no, you know, I'm all tapped, but,
Maybe you could just look at it and see with your
will-
smarts.
I will tell you something.
He totally just took the ring from you.
know.
I will tell you something. I don't need to have this ring. I can tell you what it is.
Do you have identify as a spell?
I do, but I need a pearl. I say to Ford, I need I need a somewhat valuable pearl, and I can do it all day long. I can know what anything is,
Wow.
even though I am
Oh,
tired.
do any of the rings that I have on my fingers have a pearl
How
on
about the
them?
one that I stole from her?
The ring that would have the pearl on is no longer on your hand, and the one that you have does have set into it a fairly nice pearl.
You have a pearl.
Would you?
Is that worth about 100 gold pieces?
You can certainly try.
Oh yes, can I
Yeah,
borrow
do
this?
it. Do it.
Okay.
I want it back though.
Okay. I need about. It's not instantaneous. Since I am so tired, it takes me a little bit longer, and I wedge out one of my books and I set it on the ground and
Do you
I
want
sit.
to like go
Instead of setting a book on the ground, let's
Yeah,
sit
we
on
go
a
to the table at a bar.
Pub or bar or
We'll make sure you're not
Well,
disturbed.
it's up to you. I haven't done this in a while, and I'm excited to do it. But I
Yeah,
could hold
let's
off a little
go.
I
longer.
require drink and lumbar support.
Yeah.
Okay, I take the book and I close it, and
Do you
then
want
I
me
put
to
it
carry
back.
it for you?
No, I have both the ring and the one that Fort gave me. So if it's good for you, you may have it. I'm more interested in executing skill.
Okay. Yeah. Molly, I need something from you.
Yes,
Find us a fucking bar.
on it.
Should we just go to the Feed and Mead
Let's do it.
or somewhere else?
Yeah,
I hope they have milk.
because the Candle Glow Inn is fucking toast.
I'm going to just literally yell at the top of my lungs in the middle of the crowd. I'm looking for the best pub in this bloody town!
As soon as you finish screaming, you turn around and go face to face with Kroot, the kind of rather rough-looking dwarf who runs the Feed and Mead where you guys have been staying, and he goes,
Oh, that would be my place where you're staying.
Onward!
everyone around is like, but he's already
Too
kind of got
late.
your attention. So he leads you guys back to the familiar Feed and Mead, which where has been empty previously where you guys were staying there. Now that seems to be that there's a little bit of air celebration, and that's where you guys are going. Other people are following, and it seems the party's kind of going where you're going. So as you enter the place, Kroot seems excited because now all of a sudden there's a burst in clientele.
Pub crawl.
And as you begin to order your drinks, many of the various villagers prevent you from paying, and you guys all, like, for the remainder of the evening, your drinks are on the town of Allfields.
Very generous. Very, very generous. Fucking drink up. Drink up.
As before we even got into the building, I go over to Knot and I adjust the hood a little bit further forward to
My
make
ears
sure
tucked back
that
in.
the ears are in, and I make sure that the mask is secure. Have fun.
Okay, you're really all right, Caleb.
Yeah, I'm okay. It is a rough night.
I know, but you went a bit catatonic.
I did.
Did you see anything or have a vision? I don't know.
Oh, I did not see a vision. I saw burning person.
All right, but they were bad.
Let's go get a drink.
All right.
Anybody who tries to buy me a drink, I slip a silver into their pocket. Let me know how low we get.
Okay. They're common folk for the most part, so nobody seems to notice.
Yeah.
And those that even do watch it aren't going to argue. So we'll say, now is that just drinks on you?
Anytime they're trying to buy us, anytime we let them buy us drinks, I'm just going to put a silver in anybody's pocket who's buying us drinks.
Depending on how many rounds you guys want, that'll push you down about 2 gold probably by the time the night's done. So.
I'm just
Caleb.
gonna keep getting shots and pouring them into my flask and going up and asking for another.
Fair enough. Make it 3 gold. Caleb, you're spending time.
I'm going to find a corner table in the ruckus, and I will take the ring with the pearl, and I hold it right here, and I pull out the other ring, and I look at it, and I just begin to focus and study the different angles of it, and hope that I have a ring, a pearl of enough value to make things happen.
I'm going to sit next to Caleb and watch it all happen.
It is riveting.
Don't you need to pull out your book so you can look at your spells?
It's already out.
Oh.
You know, when you play D&D, you don't narrate taking a pooper, but you can assume that the characters take a pooper every day.
While this is true.
Some things just happen.
While he's doing everything he's doing, I'm going to try to very subtly draw a dick in his book.
Make a sleight of hand check.
It's a dick in a book.
A dick in a book! Oh!
Natural dick 20.
Wow.
20. That's goddamn bitch.
All right.
Tone plus 10.
So yes, the pearl is enough for you to focus on this. The ring is there. And
This is our first item?
You know what this
It's our first item!
Oh,
What is it, Caleb?
this is good. You may have it. I don't, I don't get into water too much, as you could guess. This is good for walking yourself upon water. So, so you take this, as promised.
That's rad.
You can stand on and move across any liquid surface?
Yeah, but also, why is there a dick butt in my spellbook?
Where did that come from? What is...
Don't know. Maybe it was not pulling a prank on me.
Probably, it was probably not. Wow, this ring is so cool!
Hey, Caleb, are you exhausted from that experience? We do have other items to.
No, I don't need. Well, I do want one drink, but I don't need a ton of drinks, and this is my thing. So, what else did we get?
We have it looks like a carved stick. Wand.
I will take the wand.
Yep.
Thank you. Okay.
These big fucking chain manacles I've just got over my shoulder like.
I need another 10 minutes. So, Ford, would you just get me a second whiskey, and by the time you get back, maybe I will understand what this is.
Fucking waitress.
10 minutes later.
Look at the majesty of this.
What is it?
It's a wand of dick butts.
How fortunate.
That's the do I tell them or do I not?
What is it?
It's fascinating. Do you know how to use wands?
Of course I do.
Is she full of shit?
Make
do I
an
roll?
insight check.
Yeah.
What do I hold? Raoul.
I got a 15.
She seems to be on the level. Yeah.
Yeah.
On the level.
This is too dangerous for you to have. I'm keeping this
No
one.
one tells us.
No, it's for me. It's for me. I gave you the ring. That's the deal. I promised it to you, and now you have it.
What does the wand do?
Yeah, I was gonna say you can just share.
You have to tell us.
If I tell you, you will try to steal it from me.
No, I swear I won't.
Unless it's a one that makes donuts or pickles, then I probably won't try to steal it. Probably.
No, it's too dangerous.
Caleb!
I'm taking this drink away.
This is my. This
You don't get to drink.
Now it's definitely going to be stolen. We have one more item. Not that I don't love my posture being
Fine,
corrected.
do you
You
want-
technically have 2 more.
Do you want to know what it does?
Yes.
I will show you what it
Ring,
does.
wand, and manacle.
What does it do? Wait, he's
Oh,
doing
oh,
it.
He's casting the wand. He's doing the
I
wand.
point this stick at Chester.
Okay, make a. Is it a wisdom?
It
A charisma.
is a charisma saving
Charisma
throw.
saving throw, please.
Oh boy.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh boy.
Okay.
First party death.
Insta death.
Okay.
A wand of necrocy.
Why would you 12.
Oh, it's just a stick.
Yeah.
Oh, didn't do anything?
No. Told you.
Oh, that's a very low DC. What? Because I rolled shit.
A low what?
A DC. A DC? Yeah, that's a 9, right? It's a 9! 9! Plus 3.
How about these them there chain manacles so I can get my spine back in alignment?
Now I promise
You look like you're into some shit.
you
Yeah.
can have these back because I cannot lift them on. Would you put them on the table for me?
Onto the table.
They're fucking huge.
Hold the ring and wait.
All right. You finish the spell. They are not magical. They once were, and you can tell by the runes that at the base of where the manacles clink together, they were at some point sealed. But whatever enchantment was on them has been released, and the
Tell
manacles.
me they're super valuable. That was a fucking bitch to
They're a
lug
very
around.
strange one. These make, if you are feeling gassy, they take away the cramps you feel. So you have to wear them. It's kind of, extraneous. It's too much.
Seems extreme.
It's overkill.
Yeah, all right. Well, mysterious wonders.
What kind of metal is it?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a lot of good metal. We can always sell it for scrap metal.
To the blacksmith?
I like that more.
There's also the glaive.
I have a glaive! Look at this
Did we
glaive.
get like a pendant off of the priest?
Just smack your
No. There was a
I
glove.
did. I definitely punched
There,
the table.
there was the.
the red glove.
These are shit, and I slide them off the table and let them fall on the floor.
Everyone is near in the vicinity. All of a sudden, turns as this loud, heavy clatter of metal chains. And
Sorry, no, we're just going through stuff. Back to your drinks. Everything's fine.
I want to do it again. What do we have? Give me the thing.
A glaive.
Okay. Okay.
Whoa, that's a big thing.
Yeah. Oh.
Is it too dangerous
It's too
for me to
dangerous.
have?
No, this is great. It's a very powerful. It is a fine weapon.
Who had the red oven mitt?
Was it on the priest?
it was in the priest. I think you
I
got
have
it.
it.
Yeah.
I got
I'm
it.
just looking at you while I say it the whole time.
I've got my goggles and I'm just like,
You look
I grab the
ridiculous.
nose piece and go.
I just punch him in the shoulder really hard.
Yeah. Your left arm goes numb for a while.
Pull out the oven mitt.
Oh my goodness, yeah. But like 45 minutes has gone by looking at all this.
Yeah, so.
Get it
You guys
back.
have all
Get
got
it back.
steadily more intoxicated.
Not me, because I drink milk.
That's right.
And not me, because I've just been getting them and pouring them.
What is it?
Get it back.
Can you shoot fire from your hands? Can you shoot lightning from your hands? Can you catch things really well?
Make a very good macaroni and cheese.
He just puts it away.
I don't like Caleb looking at our shit anymore. He just looks at it and feels it.
He puts the wand down in front of Chester.
What's with the oven mitt?
This is the
Just hurts
wand.
people.
This is so
This
cute.
is just it?
Wait. It hurts people, so you're gonna hang on to it?
Oh, this is a great one.
Do you know how
Why
to
would you
use
say I
arcane
could-
artifacts?
It doesn't matter if I know how to use arcane artifacts. Stuff that hurts people could still be beneficial to our cause because other people want to hurt us.
I mean, she has a point. I know how to use arcane artifacts.
Yeah, why don't you see if Ford wants that?
I point the one that not.
I rolled a 4.
You watch from beneath the mask.
I pull the
The,
mask down.
the edges of the toothy goblin grin curl into this uncontrollable smile that threatens to crack the sides of her face.
Oh my goodness. That's really creepy, not.
I can't stop!
How do I make it stop?
I got it now!
Oh no! Oh no!
Not.
Why so so serious.
It hurts.
Oh, I think it lasts for a while.
Oh God! It's painful.
At this point, you watch as these two kind of young farm boys that were in there, kind of drinking in the back and watching, listening in, just staring and not and backing away slowly to the back of the room. We gotta go.
Hey, it's okay.
We're going. And they just like leave the room, and everyone else is kind of looking over. And yeah, it's caused a bit of a scene.
The wand of smiles.
Yes, it's a wand of
Everybody.
smiles. They have to roll a DC of 10 for a charisma saving throw or be forced to smile for a minute.
Yes. Awesome.
That's the cutest fucking wand.
I love it.
I love it.
I wonder if it works on animals.
We'll find out.
Oh my goodness.
Where's Frumpkin?
What?
Frumpkin's gone.
He's not gone. He's always with me, and he will be back tomorrow.
Okay.
Back to the glove thing, though.
Yeah, it burns people like I burnt that man.
Oh.
Oh. Well,
Okay.
you don't want to keep it, then you hate burning people.
Exactly.
That come in very handy.
It's not fair for you to put your issues onto literal inanimate objects.
Would you like to trade your goggles for them?
No. I can't use arcane shit, but he can.
You have that very fancy sword you have.
Yeah, but sometimes you need batting gloves.
Does it mean that much to you? Would you like it?
I'd like to see it.
Okay, here it is.
Yep. Hold on. That's a fucking glove of fire.
You gotta do thing. Do thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
have to stick it
Does
on
it
your forehead.
does it require attunement?
I don't know. No, it's good. He's good.
Yeah. So after putting it on, you would actually know the properties of it.
Oh, sweet. Cheers. What are the properties of it?
You still see the
Give
thing.
him the damn
I
paper.
will. I don't move at the speed of your thought.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
What does it do?
What's it do?
What's it do?
Yeah, it's Scorching Ray. Spell, a little +5. Attack bonus.
So what,
How
you
many
think
times
just
can
like
you cast it?
I'm sorry that
Why
I
not?
kept
Just
it
one
for
time?
myself.
Until the next
Enjoy. I will not take any of the spoils of anything we find anywhere. Enjoy.
Okay, you didn't frame it that way, though. You put it under the guise of this is bad, this hurts people.
Here, Caleb.
It does hurt people. You seem very angry at me right now.
I'm just wondering what your deal is.
Look, this ring is perfect for you. That way, if we get near water, you don't go in it.
Slowly, ever so slowly beginning to like you, so please don't fuck it up.
I think that we should all say thank you to Caleb for identifying our object.
Cheers.
Yeah,
Well done.
that's not the issue. But cheers. to that.
And not may I
That's
say,
what people do.
not may I say thank you for saving my life, because I was in a fucking pickle in there, and if you hadn't gone and slaughtered that little baby manicore, no, I'd have been fucked. So thank you.
You're welcome.
And thank you for saving my life.
Did I save your life?
Didn't you give me a potion?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you.
happened very
I woke up and you were over me, giving me a potion.
Well-
like a knight in shining armor.
Yeah. You're right. It was my pleasure. You would have done it for me.
I probably would have, probably. I
don't
did
think
do
she
it for
would've.
you, Donut.
Did you save me?
I saved your life.
Thank
She's
you for
still
that.
smiling.
No, it's faded by now.
Yes. Okay.
I held the wand under the table at Caleb's leg and tried to do it to him too.
the dentist.
Is that
Make
the
a
final
charisma saving throw.
It's Constitution, though.
It's charisma. It's
Did
charisma.
you do a?
No, you had me do charisma.
I said Constitution.
Well, I did charisma.
She did charisma.
Okay. I'm sure I'll fail it. It was a 15.
Oh, you succeeded, but you didn't even know I tried.
As you guys finish your cheer, everyone else in the room also lifts their drinks, and yeah, they all give a cheer as well.
Huzzah.
Huzzah!
So as the evening continues, some folks come up and tell their stories to you, give you thanks, share a drink with you of someone who was lost. Some recovered, some not, but overall, everyone seems to be very appreciative. Eventually, whether through just general exhaustion or imbibement, you bring yourself to rest, finding yourselves back to the singular room that you've all been sharing here at the Feed and Mead.
Oh, yeah. So should we get another room now that we've got some extra coin?
I think I'd like. How many rooms do they have in the inn?
3.
Oh.
Oh shit.
It's not a big place.
Are they vacant?
At the moment, yes.
We could get an extra room.
Let's buy them all out.
Whoa, hey, big spender. What?
I'll take my own room if y'all don't want in.
But we have always been roommates.
Then come join me, girl.
Okay.
Okay. So, Kroot, while he's been happy to, provide you the evenings free for 2 rooms, even for all you've done,
I am a businessman through and through. So, I'll give you a discount. 3 silver.
Done.
Matt's totally taking advantage of the fact that none of us are hagglers this game.
Yeah, you watch as you finish the incantation and the ritual comes to a complete cycle. In the center of where you made these markers across the table, you hear this slight tearing sound. And you watch as there's a slight ripple in the air right in front of you in the center of this, and it's almost like a slight little tear in reality almost. And from that, Frumpkin just steps out and lands, looks up at you,
Come here. I promise
immediately
not to,
leaps up into your hands.
promise not to do that too often. And I just scooch for a long time.
Purrs against you.
Didn't even hear about it.
All right.
Love my
Can I-
cat. Okay.
Can I draw the General Knoll peeing on a little fire hydrant? And the rest of the gnolls behind him fighting over like a bone.
Easy enough to do.
And then I'm going to draw the cutest baby manticore you've ever seen. And it's dead. And
Oh, God.
I'm going to tell the traveler, I don't know what's going on. I'm just hoping that you're here because this is the farthest I've ever gone. And I'm afraid that you can't hear me anymore. And it's freaking me out a little bit. Because I know that I'm around a bunch of people now and I haven't been before, but I want you to know that you're still my best friend, and if you want me to be alone, I will be if that means that you'll be here.
Bo just reaches over and hands her a Kleenex.
Thank you. Okay, that's all. Good night. What? Did you
Bo.
hear that? Did you hear that?
I'm in the room with you.
Right.
But I'm reading. While she was doing that, I'm opening letters from the bomb box.
Oh, right.
Oh, shit.
Well, finishing up with you, as you finish that and lay down, you kind of lay on one side, staring towards the wall in this kind of moment of quiet, and you feel this like strange warmth, and you look down underneath your robes, and there you have the symbol of the traveler that you keep on yourself, the door arc and path, and it's warm to the touch, warmer than your skin is, and with that, just the subtle kind of sensation of familiar closeness comes over you, and wordless, but an emotion washes through your brain that's alien from the outside of your own thoughts that just says, I'm with you.
I take this symbol and I hold it up to my cheek and I go to sleep.
Okay. You, so going through, there were 4 letters clustered in here. You tear through the first one and look at it, and it looks like it's a shipment ledger up by Nugvarat. Novgorod. It's a city on the northern end of the empire, and it's just an information ledger about shipments received, confirming payment and a distribution to which taverns are receiving it, and then asking for the next shipment. The second one that you open is another ledger. This one comes from Diastok to the west. This one's cheaper. It's a smaller ledger. The third one you open up, and it's a complaint.
What is
From Rexentrum, there is apparently it's titled by it doesn't even have the name, but it says the purveyor of the rotted stump, which is apparently some sort of bar or tavern, saying, to the Bombach family, I would happily request that if you are to send the aforementioned and already paid shipments to our establishment, that they would not be containing any sort of animals of which could chew through and ruin and spoil the shipments you've been given. We request an immediate refund, and it shows like it's kind of a copy of a deal that was made. So it's just an open complaint.
Nice.
The fourth one's a little interesting. It's just titled to Dimmadon Bombach. Specifically, as opposed to...
I'm sure that one's not.
So sorry. Sorry, guys.
It's mostly about mayonnaise.
Okay. So, as you all eventually close the evening, the morning sun comes too, with not sleeping in a little further after staying up late creating a vial of acid.
Please tell me she has a bedhead.
One year's up.
So, what do you guys want to do?
Hey, Jester,
Hey, what?
I want to show you something.
Okay, what?
You know how I stole some shit from the bomb box on our way out of town?
Yeah.
All right, most of it's boring shit, but I kind of stayed up and I was trying to solve this and figure some of this stuff out. But take a look at this. What do you think?
Okay. I'm really smart, so I'll probably be able to figure it out. Done. Your request has been approved, and the Tordolbo extract will be arriving in a case of rose wine from the evening nip in the coming week. Many gifts. The gentleman.
The gentleman. Who's the gentleman?
I don't know, but I like your addition of douche to them, Don. That'd be great.
I wanted to put a reminder for myself. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Who specializes in a rosé? You're right. That's
I know.
weird.
I know.
Especially not the bomb box.
No, the bomb box don't make rosé.
No, they make like ale.
You're right. In the place where I came from, you gotta, certain regions are gonna make certain kind of wines. So
Right.
that might tell us where it's come from. And what do you think? I think the old blood I think that's a code.
Tordolbo?
I think it's bloodroot.
Door? Oh, bloodroot. Yeah, that's good.
Is that sounds like a thing, right?
What if it's the Bolto door? The Bolto door.
That's a possibility. I haven't ruled anything out yet.
Yeah. Bloodroot is probably pretty good, though.
Do I know bloodroot? Can
Make a nature check.
nature
Would
check?
I know bloodroot?
Make
Can
a
we
nature
both
check.
make
You both might make a nature check in this moment. In a strike of inspiration.
20.
Oh, better than me. 13.
Okay. You've heard it somewhere. Nothing big, but bloodroot. I've heard of it. You know it. It's a unique flower. It's pretty in its own right, but you know it because the places where it's used are usually fenced off in a way that children can't get to them because they are known to be poisonous. Not to the point of death, but to the point of severe nausea and vomiting upon ingestion.
Bloodroot. That's right. It's a type of flower.
Okay.
Super, super duper red. I know because I tried to make a paint out of one of the flowers one time.
Okay.
And it made me want to seriously puke my guts up.
Oh,
And kind of do the spins, if you know what I mean.
yeah, sure.
Super bad. So that's
not
bad.
So, and they're wanting an extract. So,
yeah,
like,
so that means it'd be extra strong. Yeah.
Are the bombucks trying to poison people?
Oh my gosh! Well, the gentleman wants to poison people. Oh no, the bomb. Yeah, I understand. Wow, we need to tell someone about this?
No. Like, no, just, just keep it in the back of your head. If you hear something, if something spikes your interest.
We hear about an outbreak of people vomiting.
Right.
Then
or
we
about
know.
Or about a gentleman.
Or about a rosé.
Uh-huh. And an evening nip.
Yeah.
I want to know about these evening nips.
In the coming week.
Yeah, there you go. Freudian slip.
In the coming week. That's soon. When did you steal this?
How many days has it been?
It's been probably, at this point, 4 days, I guess.
Oh my gosh, what if we could intercept it? And then we could have all of the poison
Wow.
and the nips.
Interesting.
I like it.
Let's keep this.
Okay.
Let's keep,
Wait,
we'll
let's
keep.
make it.
We'll
Let's
workshop
make a decision.
You.
We just did it. We just did it.
We definitely did. Yeah.
Oh man, I'm really hungry though. I'm gonna go
Let's go
downstairs.
get food.
Okay.
We go.
All right. You guys all wake up and get your breakfast situated and sorted. Not joining you a little later on, but you are fed. The morning is fresh. What would you like to do?
Well, I guess it's time to collect on those ears, right?
These ears.
Yeah, yes, those ears.
Okay. Asking around, you're eventually led to where Bryce's location is. Apparently, they are in the process of going through paperwork in what's called the Salt Trench Jail. That's where the prisoners of Allfield, this podunk town, keep their imprisoned. But being led to this small but functional shack of stone and dried wood. Eventually, Bryce emerges, not fully armored, but they're wearing comfortable robes with a bit of the ceremonial maroon and gold that a lot of the Crown's Guard and members of that political faction seem to wear. As they emerge, immediately you see Bryce's face brighten up as they say, "Oh, you're awake. Come, I've been able to gather enough pay for your deeds for the other day. So please, do step inside." They lead you over to their desk. And, all right, so how many sets of ears have been procured?
19 cents.
19 sets?
Yeah.
Or 19 total.
No, it was 19 sets. I marked down sets. Technically, Matt, I'm not telling Bryce this. 5 of those sets are hyenas. But 14 of those are gnolls, for sure.
Bryce has a hard time telling the difference at the moment. Having been overworked and stressed with the recent goings-on.
We are assholes.
Counting through, they go ahead and finish each bit counted. All right, that comes to, and you watch as they pull up a small chest and begin to just count out change into a large sack, and then that fills up into a secondary sack, into a third one, finishing up with a total of 570 gold pieces for the rest of you.
And we also brought home live people and also some dead people.
Right,
We brought home 7 dead bodies.
7 dead bodies at 5 gold per 7. That'll come to 35 gold pieces as well, which they go ahead and fill out for you. And then the live ones were how many?
25 gold a piece. How
Right,
many
but-
live people did we bring back? I didn't have those in jars.
There were the 2.
Jules,
I
Petrov,
would remember
Herma.
exactly. But I don't, but I do.
That's right, I
Correct.
did write down Herma and Jules, Petrov.
Then there was a couple that Shikasta had in the.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right, there were,
Wait.
there were
Hold. If he knows, he has to tell me because I picked the right feet for it.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, there were 5 specifically that you managed to save actively from the tunnel, and then Shikasta had already saved an additional 7.
That's great.
Damn! We're fucking rich.
Wait, did anybody write down the amount that he said?
570 for the gnolls,
Not that-
35 for the.
100 apiece already.
And a fourth sack is presented as they count out 300 additional gold pieces.
Oh my gosh! Oh, that's so good.
That's a little over 100 gold each. That's
That's so great.
not bad.
Whoa.
Can almost afford a suit of armor.
It's 150
Don't instigate it. You'll regret it.
50 a
150 apiece.
That is
Gonna
amazing.
divvy it up.
We are so excited over jump change to Vox Machina.
It's so
divvy up.
exciting.
150.
After all the counting is done,
Time for some bad
Bryce is writing down feverishly. All right, for my own ledgers, because I do have to present this paperwork to the Crown for the approval of these rewards, what do we call you?
We should have talked about this.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
We're very strong.
That's true. We are. We're very strong.
We have to leave a paper trail. Is that a thing that actually has to
Yeah, I
happen?
think so.
What if we're the strong?
Hey,
Or like the mighty.
hey,
The
Zimnian
mighty.
guy.
That's good.
You know good words and like the sound cool in Zimnian, right?
We are the Mighty Nine.
9?
9.
The Mighty Nine.
I get behind that.
Yeah,
I like
why
it.
not? There's 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's just the spelling that is tricky.
Please do spell it for me.
Yeah, mighty in common is spelled M. I.
I will pull your beard off your face.
H.
Oh my god.
T.
Yes?
Y.
Yes?
Now we come to the next word. N.
Yes?
E.
Yes?
N. We are the Mighty Nine.
I feel like I was part of something crowdsourced similar to this. I feel like I may have been part of a game called Mighty Number 9.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a game that it's a Mega Man.
Nine.
That's the number 9.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know. Oh, that game. Anyway,
Oh, this game.
but this one.
Yeah.
All right, the Mighty 9. That is in the paperwork. All right, are you to stay a while in Allfield, then?
Are we staying here? Are we staying here? I mean, do you want to keep hiring us for always?
I don't have much in the way of work here for your type at the moment. Thankfully,
If you seem to be at peace with the current situation, I think it might be in our best interest if we moved on.
Passing through.
Yeah.
whereabouts are you going?
Well,
We're going to Zadash.
Interesting.
and beyond.
Well, that's much larger for the tastes of most field folk out here. I lived there for about 3 years when I was younger, around the West Outersteads, before joining the Crown's Guard and shoving off to Blade Gardens. So if you are indeed off to Zadash and in need of a friend, if she's still there, ask for Claudia Sheed at the Leaky Tap.
Sheet. Did you say sheet?
Claudia Sheed.
Sheet. Yeah.
At the leaky
The
tap.
Leaky Tap in the East
Leaky Tap.
Outersteads.
Is that?
Sheet.
Oh, I should ask you. Is that like the big inn, the big place?
It is of moderate size.
What would be the biggest inn in Zadash? Like the biggest place that if you go is like, oh, I need to find the biggest inn in Zadash. This is what it is.
That would be the Pillow Trove.
Pillow Trove.
That's in the Tri-Spire. I don't know if you can afford that. I don't know. Maybe you can. I don't know. I
The
wouldn't.
best in though.
I just need the most popular one because that's where my mom is going to be sending me stuff. The Pillow Trove.
Good luck.
Thank you. The Pillow Trove.
That's where we're staying?
No.
It's a fancy inn.
That's
or
the fancy.
Was it pillow or pillar?
The Pillow Trove.
Pillow Trove.
But the Leaky Tap I recommend. Claudia's great. She owns the place if she's still there.
Tap?
Leaky Tap.
Leaky tap.
Not tavern, tap.
Leaky tap tavern.
Certainly. Fine. Now she's got a good head on her shoulders, and at the very least, she might be able to guide you to anything you're looking for. Hopefully. Oh, I almost forgot. Follow me, please. They stand up and close the ledger and lead you outside. About 2 blocks down by the outside of what looks to be the stables, titled the On the Wind Stables. There you see outside kind of a hardy-looking female dragonborn, kind of rotund and strong, no tail, who black-scaled, turns around as you approach and gives a quick hand up to Bryce, and Bryce approaches. Thank you, Dermis. Everyone, this is Dermis. She's the main stable hand here at the on the wind, and we've taken, as a bit of appreciation here, we've outfitted you with a new cart, as the previous one was a bit, it had been carried in many of our dead. So, Dermis at this point steps forward and goes, "Great. I have presented for you this cart that we had made. It belonged to somebody here, but it is now yours. But it is well made. It is larger than what you had previously, and does not smell of blood and feces."
Yes.
Yes. Thank you. No.
Give us a day. Yeah.
Very well. And she kind of steps back and starts getting the two horses that you guys, the one that you had brought along and the other you had discovered out there. They've already been hitched to the cart. As you guys are getting your stuff situated onto the cart, eventually you watch as 4 Crownsguard approach, along with Bryce and the small-robed, gnomish figure of Starostakush.
Right, I've been summoned. What is your business?
Yes. Hi, Starosta.
Yes?
It's so wonderful to see you again.
I've been told that you did a great service for Allfield, and for that I'm very thankful.
Yes. I was thinking a really good thing you could do for us in return is to give my friend Ford here a letter of recommendation to the Academy.
What?
He did a great service to your city.
And you have been paid handsomely for it,
Yes.
as the Watchmaster has notified me.
Starosta, it's good to see you again. It's been a while. Hold on, I get out my sketchbook and I look through it. It'll be like 8 years almost. Your hair hasn't changed, though. You should change it.
I'm confused. This is strange. But no, I believe our business is complete.
The Ruby of the Sea says hello.
You watch as his face just loses color. His hand kind of drops to the side.
I will be happy to write you a letter of recommendation, but I cannot assure you that it will be accepted, as there are many points of acceptance within the Academy. And it's quite a bit of travel to Rexentrum anyway. Is this to the actual Soltris?
Of course.
If you wouldn't mind, that would be most kind of you.
Then very well, it will be done. Give me just a moment. What is your name?
Ford.
There's a J in
Make
it.
sure he spells it
There's a
right.
J.
Ford.
Yeah, Fjord. Ford.
Have you a surname?
No.
Tough.
Fuck you.
Just been sitting on that shit, haven't
You make our way through all of them.
Oh, I was keeping it together so well. Here, buddy.
Mine down.
That's there you go.
Now, thank you.
I'll return in the next 15 minutes, and as the Strosa turns and gives a long look of simmering fury behind a forced smile to Jester, spins around, then walks off in a haughty march to wherever he came from.
He really should have changed his hair. I mean, it's pretty hideous.
you? You may be my new hero.
How is it that you saw him before?
Oh, he visited my mother years ago.
And your mother is the Ruby of the Sea?
Yes, the Ruby of the Sea. You've heard of her?
I have now. Have I heard of her?
Make a history check.
Okay,
Can I do
okay,
that too?
okay.
You may.
Don't fuck
I'm
me.
down in that area.
I don't get it.
That's a natural one. Oh.
19 plus,
I don't
what
get
is
it.
it?
Oh, you would have heard of her
Investigation?
board. You would have heard of her.
You actually wouldn't have.
Okay, no, that's fine.
23.
Oh, I wouldn't have heard.
No.
Happily.
Ooh,
It's
that's
outside of the
high.
Empire. So.
23 investigation? 23.
It's history.
Oh, history. 21.
Okay. Well, this makes sense for you since you've grew up in the Menagerie Coast, though in Port de Mali. The Ruby of the Sea is well known in some circles, and you've only heard rumors, but belongs to an establishment that specializes in all forms of socializing and entertainment, and is one of the most prominent brothels in the Menagerie Coast, in which the Ruby of the Sea is known to be kind of the star courtesan. And many travel from all across the Menagerie Coast and beyond, supposedly, to be within her company. Many have fallen in love with her and had their hearts broken. And there are poems and songs that have wandered through bars and taverns that spoke of her that first caught your interest. But it seems like a faint, distant tale that was just a myth that people made up or someone spoke of. Ruby of the Sea. It sounds amorphous.
Of course. I remember now. The Ruby of the Sea. I can't believe she's your mother.
Is she a jeweler?
No.
Not exactly.
interested.
No, she entertains gentlemen. She's hard to describe. A performer, an entertainer.
She's mostly known. She's mostly known for her. But outside of that, her voice is amazing. You should hear her sing.
What does that mean?
What does what mean?
Well,
She has sex for money. But mostly, I mean, people pay her a large sum. So it's like, 3 guys mostly. She keeps a few people at a time. But she doesn't see everybody because she's super, super famous.
Yeah, the name has made itself known all along the coast. I mean, you'd be lucky to find yourself in her company. At least that's how I've heard it.
You really, really would.
Yeah.
Is that what that song? Is that what the song is about?
The Ruby of the Sea is the best play ever.
It's a translation, I think.
Doesn't scan as well, does it, in common? Doesn't scan in common.
It sounds better in the original.
Oh, God.
What's more?
I'm so glad I set that up. No regrets.
The best way ever. Oh, shit.
A well-known barb jingle all across Wild Mountain.
That's the whole song.
It is the best way ever.
It's more of a jingle than a song, really.
I'm picturing like a public access infomercial.
The Ruby of the Sea, the best thing ever.
We are literally.
Ruby of the Sea. Good day. Anyway.
So you're the
Yeah, it's
daughter of a
incredible.
celebrity.
Yeah.
How was that growing up in fame and fortune?
Oh, well, I wouldn't know exactly because she never told anybody that I was there. But I bet if she had, it would have been crazy.
There, where were you? Where were you at this point?
In my room.
Just trapped in your room?
Did you go outside? Or
No, I wasn't trapped, but,
did you get to go to the park? Or did she read you stories? Did she do the things that parents do?
she read me some stories. And a lot of times I would listen at the door and hear her sing.
Did she tell people about you?
No,
I imagine that would affect her business a little.
exactly.
Right.
I totally understand it. She loves me so much. She really, really does. It's just, people frown upon courtesans with daughters.
I'm very fair.
I'm sorry, I'm from you are from the south, yeah? Mm-hmm. I'm from the north. Does this include also, besides the like singing and poetry, you said? Yeah. So she was skilled as an artisan as well.
Yes, that's why I'm such a good painter,
That's fascinating, for real. Yeah.
Did she teach you your spell and fighting talents?
Oh no, that came from the traveler.
How did you... Never mind.
And this is why you're looking for your dad.
Well, yes.
You're looking
Was
for
he
your
a
dad.
client of your mother's?
Well, yes. But I feel so nervous all of a sudden. Everybody's looking at me.
We can look away.
Yeah, well, keep talking.
Okay, so
You're
they were
really- you're-
totally in love, and she's going to marry him, and he was totally in love with her, and he's going to marry her, and they said they were going to get married, and then she got pregnant with me, and he said they got married, and then he was going to go set up his house, and then he just never came back.
That's very sad.
I know, it is really sad.
So are you going to find him to meet him and know him, or to seek revenge upon him?
No, I'm going to find him so that I have somewhere to live, because I'm not allowed to be at the house anymore.
Why aren't you being allowed to be in the house anymore?
Well, because I'm kind of in trouble in Nicodramus.
What did you do?
Well, because I sort of played a prank on this guy who was seeing my mom.
What kind of a prank?
Well, so the traveler taught me how to make myself look like other people, right?
Okay.
So I made myself look like my mom, and then I lured him out onto our balcony, and he was wearing nothing but like this girdle of hers. And then I locked the door. And I thought that was funny, you know.
That
it looks
is
really
fun. That's
good in
pretty
my
funny.
sketchbook.
So he was
And
just
then-
out there in a girdle.
Yeah, which is no big deal. But then I found out he's kind of a lord.
And you embarrassed him?
That was
He was
very
really, really, really pissed off.
Was this at nighttime or daytime?
This was in the day.
Oh, how many people saw?
Oh, everyone.
Oh, let's go great.
It was so great. But he said he wanted to kill me, and they
Oh,
said,
that's not great.
you know, that was cool, and he could. And so my mom was like, go. And I was like, okay.
What was his name so we can avoid him?
Yeah.
We're not avoidable.
Lord something something.
Okay.
Lord
Let's avoid all lords.
I'm all right with that.
Robert something something.
Robert.
Lord Robert.
I'll remember it eventually.
Funny is funny. He should have a better sense of
I
humor.
thought so too. He looked really good.
What's wrong with being in a girdle?
I know, right?
You don't.
Very waist cinching.
Yeah.
I'm wearing one right now.
I bet you
bad.
are.
Well, I'm not. I'm actually just built this way. It's fine, but no. I could be. I'm built like I am.
Yes,
That's
so
pretty crazy. So you think you can actually... What? Hang on. Why do you want to live with your dad that you never met? Why not just go do your own thing?
well, I mean,
Your father is your father. How could you not be curious
I
about your
know,
father?
right? I mean, I've never met him. I thought it would be cool.
Yeah,
But I mean, that's who I was looking for when I met Ford over
Sometimes
there.
fathers are
What's
disappointing.
happening?
But it is still your right to know your parents, who they are. You have to understand where you came from.
I mean, he's supposed to be pretty darn cool.
What do
He wears lots of rings on his fingers too, you guys.
Do you know his name?
In the middle of this conversation, you look and see the Crown's Guard are approaching, and there's the Starosta Kush there with a rolled up piece of parchment, which he presents with a broad smile.
As you requested.
Oh, thank you, kind sir.
Of course, it's everything I can do. Now, be on your way.
Ford, it's your letter.
Go! Please.
Bye.
He huffs off. They all begin to leave. As you guys go to your cart, the Watchmaster comes up once last time, and they say, "Sincerely, you've saved many lives, and a paltry sum I could get approved, but just know that you have my gratitude,
Thank you, Bryce.
of course. Good luck to you. I hope our paths cross again."
Me too. If you see a girl named Yasha, let her know we're on our way to Zadash.
She's tall.
Josh,
Yasha. She carries flowers.
She's super scary looking, but she's got a heart of gold.
Extremely charming.
Very in shape.
I'll try my best.
Black chin.
Wearing a girdle.
All right.
Are you talking about the bouncer?
Oh,
She makes her way back every now and then.
Yeah, Yasha said she was going to catch up with us. I believe her.
Okay.
Yeah, plus she looks like she could handle herself in a fight. should be
guess
most welcome.
She can.
Do you want to hold on to your letter for
Yeah, I would love that. Thank you,
You're
Chester.
welcome, of course.
Very
I
sweet.
told you I'd get you to the academy.
Thank you.
That was smooth. I'm into it.
I've got to say, this was the most pleasant experience I've ever had at a city building before. I can get used to this.
Yeah, I kind of like the hero worship's kind of nice.
Yeah, right?
Are we sure
Feels
we want to
good.
leave this place? People like us here.
It's only a matter of time before they don't.
We have to go.
Wow. Okay.
It's like you were born in the circus. I'm so impressed.
So true, though. Yeah. Yeah, let's leave while we're on a high note.
We want to find a bigger city to disappear into.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Caleb,
Yeah.
you have kids.
No.
Insight check.
All right.
20.
20? Seems straight and narrow.
All right.
Did you have kids?
No.
Inside check. And 14.
Kind of hard to read, but seems to be fairly forthright.
You just have such, like, paternal qualities. Just,
You-
you know.
You know, I think maybe you are confusing my good friend and I. You know, she's very little, and I am taller. So it does have that sort of father-daughter look, but you know, that's not exactly. That's not exactly what it is.
No. I'm a goblin.
Yeah. You know, if anything, I've never really said this out loud before, but if anything, you are like more like Schwester, like a little sister to me.
That's nice.
How old are you, Nob? Are you a little goblin or are you a normal, like, adult goblin?
Well, you know, the funny thing about goblins is we don't really celebrate birthdays or anything, so it's hard for me to know exactly. There's no real holidays in clans.
Are you fully grown or are you still growing?
I'm of childbearing age,
Oh,
so I'm about somewhere
Sorry,
between like 6 and 9.
okay.
What is today?
So that's like a grown, almost a grown goblin.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but it's like I said, it's really hard for me to tell. It's not like we had a party every year.
Birthdays are shite.
What is today in this world,
As
DM?
far as the date,
Yes, DM. Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Did you have one of those sneezes that actually breaks something? And
You know when you like
gotta-
sneeze
Oh,
and you
I
turn
hate
and
those.
it pulls the rib out?
I can just pull the rip.
Shout out a rib.
I have to go look that up.
Well, I will tell you. We'll get to that, but I think today we call
I didn't
your
walk
birthday.
Go.
Today we're calling my birthday.
Yeah, you know, we've never talked about that. I didn't realize that. Today is your Geburtstag. Today is your birthday.
Today's your birthday, not?
Apparently, what day is it?
He doesn't know,
Oh,
but
he
he will
doesn't
tell
know.
us later.
All right. Well, for right now, we'll just say Thursday.
Every year on a Thursday, it is your birthday.
All right.
Happy birthday.
Congratulations, Nog.
Thank you.
Birthday.
Oh,
This is a very special occasion.
do you know a birthday song too?
No. I'm sorry. But I do have this pickle in my bag.
Oh, is that what it's old?
It was sitting in the jar and I put it in my bag because we put the ears in here.
Congratulations, today you are a mighty 9.
Oh,
It is the 12th of Fessurin.
Oh, yes, Fessurin.
It's getting towards the end of. It's getting towards the start of fall.
it's already Fessurin. It feels like
The pumpkin lattes come out.
oh.
This. Yes.
Well, thank you, Caleb.
Well, I didn't do anything. You got me a big pile of gold, so thank you.
All right. Oh, sorry.
On
we'll leave
the
now.
other side, there's Dermis leaning on one of the horses. All right, so your horse is ready, your cart is ready.
We should go.
We should go.
You should probably go.
Let's go.
All right. Dermis gets behind and pushes the cart out as the horses kind of clomp out. My business is paid. Good luck. And she goes back into the stable and goes about her work.
Oh, the open road.
Yeah, shall we?
Back on the road.
Nice and early. It's crisp out.
I like it. Who's going to be driving this thing?
I can try this.
I did it last time. So maybe I'll try again this time.
I like it.
I'll sit up front and make sure it goes appropriately.
Animal handling?
Yeah.
19.
Oh, hey, we're getting better.
With an 18 bonus.
A slight flick of the reins, watching your various allies previously travel. With a controlled snap, the horses lurch and...
She'll have a good yeehaw now.
Now a good one. That was great.
With that, you guys make yourselves westward through the central streets of Allfield. A few folks come out and kind of just watch you leave, those who are present for the evening. And with a final silent, nod and smile, you make your way back onto the Amber Road, heading northward, deeper into the Marrow Valley, on your way to Zadash. You've begun your trek northward back on the Amber Road, passing through the high grass fields, the rolling hills. The sky grows more cloudy, and as the day progresses, uneventful. You watch as 3 horses carrying Crown's Guard are just patrolling down the Amber Road and pass by and just give kind of a watch and a nod as they continue on. As you continue down, for the remainder of the day, you guys left probably about noon, 8 hours of travel. We'll say about as a standard travel day for a horse, so it'd be just past sunset.
Well, not slept in till noon, so we probably left a couple hours after
That's true. So it cut you back a little bit on the travel element, but not too bad. Alrighty. So, continuing on, you hit sunset, and your horse could go for a few more hours. Do you wish to continue to travel in the night? Follow the road?
No, why would we be overambitious like that? We're not in a hurry.
Is there a good place to make shelter?
I'd say we pull off if we see something really nice.
Right as the sky begins to grow dark enough to threaten vision, for distant vision at least, use dark vision, have a closer proximity.
Put on my goggles way too early. I'm super stoked about them.
I'm just seeing you at Burning Man.
Yeah, totally, 100%.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I imagine these burner goggles.
The sky is as dark, and the distance is as hard to see. But nearby, there's some decent shapes and outlines.
Sheen and Ferris Bueller, just all the time.
Yep. So,
I'm sorry. Don't laugh.
Are you in here for drugs? No. What are you in for? Drugs. All right. So, you don't see any landmarks that would gather your attention to be a place to stay or stop at or rest for the evening. Your best plans would be to look for something not far off the road in the natural environment to make camp. Who is helming that expedition?
Yeah.
I'll help him.
All right. With you guys, roll perception.
Did you roll good?
I did. 19. Thank you, Gil.
17.
Okay. You find a small clearing. It looks to be a handful of rocks that were partially lodged into the ground long ago that have since been overgrown with moss and grass. But there's a small opening where it looks to be the remains of charcoal of a fire that has once or many times been built and then put out there. So it looks like a standard place where people have set up camp while making caravan trips up and down the Amber Road. Easy enough to do. So you guys set up for the evening. You gather yourselves around, build a small fire. But nevertheless, you all come to consciousness the morning, intact and fine.
Oh.
And begin your way further on the road for a second day.
Nice.
Now, who's guiding the, or I'd say more, who's keeping a perimeter watch during this next day's journey?
I will.
Okay.
I'll help.
All right. So one of you two, we'll say that's the case. Go ahead and make a perception check with advantage because of Jester's aiding.
Thank you, Jester.
You're welcome.
Oh, jeez, that's terrible. 9.
Keeping with the theme of the name, I guess.
For the record, we're hiding all of our valuables, so if that's okay.
Okay.
Like making sure everything's is stowed. I would assume we're hiding.
You
all
know
of
how
it.
to do
Come
that
on.
because
I
you're
do
on the
know how to
road
do
a
that.
lot.
Yeah, I know.
That's even worse.
That's not.
We did scoop up those chains, right? We
Yeah,
put
of
those in the
course.
wagon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those are still with you. So.
The shitty manacles?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that will sell to
They're
a
very
blacksmith.
Yeah,
The
excellent.
metal's
Along with
valuable,
this-
man.
Giant sledgehammer.
That is excellent.
No, I have a sledgehammer too.
Oh, that's right. You
Yeah.
also picked up a sledgehammer, yeah.
All right.
Sledge.
So continuing on for the rest of the day, eventually you pass by what looks to be a small travel wagon. It's similar to the size of the cart that you have, but it has some cushioned seats set up in the back, and you look to what appears to be 3 well-dressed individuals that are looking miserable and are sitting in the back of the cart as it rides by with a single coachman who's, the single horse is pulling it along with a rather rapid pace. You watch it as they begin to approach. The few bumps that hit the road are hitting them relatively hard because of the pace in which they're keeping, and some of them kind of get flung up, and you watch their hair get mussed, and they quickly put it back into place. Eventually, the night comes to a close once more. You guys have pretty much hit the extent of your horse's energy for the day's travel right as the sun begins to set, so you can pull off and make another camp for this evening.
Find a good place.
Who's helming that one?
So we did such a good job
Yeah, let's
last
do it
time.
again.
Go for it.
Oh no, that was bad.
Perception?
Yes.
14.
Ooh, 5.
Not great for you. That's fine. Easily enough, you find
I find grass.
you find maybe a few hundred feet off of the eastern side of the Amber Road what looks to be a small dip in the ground. It looks like an area where the earth seems to sink almost a bit, in this kind of crucible type look for maybe 60 or so feet. And there in the center, you see what looks to be another well-used stop along the way. There's some discarded, empty scraps of sack. You can see what looks to be a couple of small stone rings where fires were previously set. There's a lot of travel on this road, and so it's not too difficult if you're keeping it out for a while to find some place that's been used over time as a place to rest for the evening. So you set up camp there without an issue.
Yeah, set up again.
Should we put an alarm around us in case?
I do that every night.
Oh,
It's
wonderful.
just a giffen. A giffen?
Yes.
A griffin. A giffen.
Should we 3 take watch since those 3 took watch
Yes,
last
only
time?
fair.
Yes, that sounds
I'll
good.
take watch number 1.
I'll
All right.
take number 2.
I'll take number 3.
Yes, DM, I would like to say that too. If we are ever camping outside, just because Liam is dumb and will forget it, every night Caleb does silver thread around the group.
Feels like a loophole.
Right, for a 20-foot cube.
Okay, that's around us,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, so after setting up your alarm,
Murder time in the campaign.
all right, as you complete your setup for the evening, go ahead and make a perception check.
Ooh. 6. What the fuck? We can't roll perception for shit.
I shouldn't have touched this die. This die has been nothing but trouble.
Okay. You are sitting back for a minute with the fire crackling to a very, very diminutive ember. There's just a bit of light kind of slowly flickering off, framing the outer shapes of your various sleeping friends and companions. You don't hear the snapping of twigs because it's subtle enough.
God damn it.
And a brief tickle hits the back of your head, Caleb, as the thread perimeter is broken.
9, 9, 9, 9. Up, up, up!
No.
As that happens, a voice goes, "I wouldn't do that if I were you." At which point you immediately whip around and you guys see in the vicinity, standing directly around where you're sleeping, you see 9 figures.
Nine. Are they mightier than us, though?
This number coming up is so creepy, guys. They all look humanoid to some variation to height, but most of them seem to be standard human size.
Yeah.
And various degrees of patchwork, hide armors, some leathers, but a lot of it seems to be cobbled together and kind of scrapped to build some sort of defense. You see a uniform mishmash of green, blues, and black cloths that are covering most of the faces and hoods.
Black. Ah, that's weird.
Or one's green, one's blue, a couple are black.
Oh my god, we're fighting the Ninja Turtles.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it'd be a different thing.
Green, blue, black.
As you all begin to go to consciousness and look around, you can see all these figures have, some of them have hand crossbows that they're holding out in front. Two of them have heavy crossbows that are currently being held with two hands that are all locked in. There are a few of them that have what look to be short swords drawn, one in each hand. And they're all threatening, but not rearing to leap. And the one that had spoken out against that, who's right behind you, Molly, kind of with its boot, presses it against the blade of one of your scimitars and says, I would recommend you just take a step away from that. And you feel this very sharp point of what appears to be a knocked crossbow bolt that kind of just taps the back of your skull.
Oh, you're so polite. How can I refuse? And I just get up. I'm not turning around. Both my scimitars or just one of them?
Well, they're both set in your usual placed wrapping, your ceremonial set before you go to bed at night.
I'm just going to walk to the cart then.
Okay.
Wait, do they have them?
He's stepping on them right now.
I'm walking to the cart.
Okay. As you begin to walk towards the cart, which is kind of breaking the perimeter they're holding, the ones on that side go, ah, 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 ah. The one who spoke up before just goes, all right, no big moves, no trouble wanted. Get your friends up, place your valuables onto that cart for us. We have hitched over there, and we leave you with your life. No worries.
To cast friends on that gentleman.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check.
Oh, that's very low.
Oh no, Caleb.
That is a 5.
That's bad. Oh no.
As soon as you begin to, and correct me if I'm wrong, friends, actually, let me see here. Friends is, no, it's
Instantaneous?
Semantic and
Semantic
material. All I did was just do this with my thumb and I put a little bit of rouge on my cheek.
Okay. So, okay, yes, your charisma checks. All right, the spell seems to take an effect.
You have to be careful. We are going for help, medical help. We all have syphilis. Extreme syphilis.
Make a deception check.
Extreme.
Is this at
Kind with legs.
now?
Can I
Advantage.
Is this an advantage? Right, that's
No,
the effect of
yeah, it gives you
effect of
advantage.
the
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's some good syphilis.
That is a 22.
Cauliflower crotch, baby.
Okay.
22. We are riddled with it.
You watch as like one of the eyes over the face scarf kind of closes and twitches. He goes, right, good to know. Then I suppose we're going to be leaving you unspoiled.
I'll stand up and go next to Caleb and say, honey, did you tell them about our disease?
Oh, it's so much worse. Pity us, please. We are just trying to get medical help.
Then I suggest you all just get down on your knees and stay where you are. We're just going to take your cart and what's inside of it.
What was that?
Take the cart and what's inside of it.
Okay, take the cart once it's on.
And you watch as they all begin to kind of shift slowly, kind of like all keeping their weapons drawn, begin to move over towards the cart, and one of them kind of hops up into the back and begins like rummaging through the stuff.
I wouldn't touch that. That's my.
Oh no, that's where we got our syphilis from.
There's a severed head in there.
Yeah, look out for that manicore head. They're
At which point, one of them pulls over a cloth and goes, Jesus Christ! Oh, they all turn around, weapons drawn again, like,
No,
What the fuck are these people doing?
We might have tried a few things with that head, but you know we've paid the price. Clearly we've suffered enough.
looks over to Ford.
He's just laughing.
You also infected?
I mean, the amount of contact we have had, there is no question. You have to go.
Make an intimidation check.
It's not as good.
Oh, come on!
You get advantage, this is correct?
On this, with my friend, or is it?
This would be the very tail end of your friends.
Is it the same guy?
Come on, come on.
Yeah.
Do it, do
It's
it.
better. It's 13.
Syphilis is intimidating, though.
All right. He kind of looks at the rest of the guys. I don't know. And there's a moment where the spell comes to an end and he goes,
Please.
clever motherfucker.
Oh no.
Floating rays on that
Fucking punch him in the face!
I'm jumping in the cart.
Okay. Well, they had weapons drawn and were prepared for something.
Sure.
So this is all going to happen simultaneously.
Yeah.
Okay. Caleb, you do suffer from the bolts that do make it through to you. 13, 19 points of piercing damage.
I have 19 hit points.
Damn it, if I would have rolled one fucking higher.
But the last thing you watch is the leader who'd been talking with you gets slammed up in the air by about 2 feet with an uppercut from a mystical lollipop. And then all the rays incinerate him into ash in midair. He is scattered to ash. One of the other guys gets hit with his own bolt. Another guy goes blind. What are you doing?
I was Eldritch blasting him.
Roll another against which guy?
Just any of them.
All right.
19 to hit.
19 to hit works. Go and roll damage.
That is 12 points of damage.
You watch as he gets a blast to the side of the
14
face
points.
and just goes down unconscious onto the ground. His crossbow fires wide into the air and just disappears into the night sky. As soon as this happens, as you fall unconscious, all these hits happen like this Mexican standoff that just suddenly all this action happens at once. Caleb goes down. 3 other guys double over. 2 of them go, wait, hold on.
I pop out of the cart and I'm holding the giant glaive. I light it up.
Yeah, the sucker's just spinning in the air.
All of a sudden, as the sucker is spinning and you watch this bright burst of radiant energies crackling on the edge of this nasty-looking gnollish blade, they're all just kind of standing there. What happened to Trevor?
Oh, Trevor's with the
You're
wind.
unconscious.
I just failed my first death save.
Okay.
Oh, already? Why'd you roll? He didn't even tell you.
the 6
seconds went by.
Oh, Jesus.
See, Trevor done put his fucking nose where it didn't belong. Unless you want to join him, I'd get the fuck out of here.
I'm gonna walk over to Caleb while I'm like doing this, and I'm gonna
Okay.
cast Cure Wounds on him.
All right, go for it.
I don't know if you know, but syphilis is fucking contagious.
One of them nearby walks over to where Trevor was, where his boots on the ground now are smoking, and picks up like a handful of ash and goes,
11. Oh my.
we're gonna go ahead and wish you a good night.
Hey.
No.
I think you're gonna give us everything on your cart.
We don't have a car.
I thought you had the cart. We were gonna load our stuff onto your cart.
No, we were taking your car.
Oh, well, where'd you come from? That's so stupid.
This is a really terrible plan.
Also,
Don't we
what's,
steal your car and we get your stuff and just shut up! It's like, I'm sorry.
Well, then give us all your clothes, then.
yeah, your headbands are lame, but I want them.
Make an intimidation check.
I'm gonna disappear back into the
Oh,
woods.
that was so close to being good. 5.
I'm gonna.
He goes, no!
Oh, I'm gonna say I'm gonna use Devil's Tongue. Come on, we're all friends here. Why don't you just walk away, leave your things, and just admit your defeat? It was a good try.
This is a vicious mockery.
This is not vicious
Oh, this is
mockery.
Devil's
This
Tongue.
is charm person.
Else?
Right. That's a 4.
Yeah. Nope.
So he goes, A man makes a valid point and just starts taking his trousers off immediately in the place. All the other guys go,
Take it off!
and
Take it all
they all
off!
start pulling and stripping their armor off. And as they take their masks off, you can see a lot of them just look like dirty, poor, wandering brigands. You know, they're a lot of them are missing varying teeth. A lot of them look they haven't had a bath in days. They look kind of like Caleb. And they look genuinely. They look genuinely perturbed by the fact that you incinerated their de facto leader, Trevor. And there's a moment where they go from like these really frightening, just nameless thieves to a bunch of people that you kind of feel sorry for as they kind of strip down and throw their armor on the ground. A lot of them are just left with either just some semblance of slacks or some sort of tattered long johns that are just stained and awful. They throw their crossbows onto the ground. They throw their short swords and daggers onto the ground.
Jester, maybe we can let them have a little fucking dignity as they leave.
As he says that, I already begin start picking through the remains of the leader's shit, looking to see if anything is left.
What? There are 2 short swords that are currently what looks to be covered in soot that was once their previous owner. All the rest of the armor has been burnt and charred, and there is ashes.
And while they're talking, can I kind of do a long circle around the whole campsite looking for like horses that
Make
are
a
tied
perception
up?
check.
Okay. 19.
You do see there are a ways over the previous hill what appears to be 9 horses that are all briefly hitched to what looks to be a few stakes that are pounded into the ground.
I will unhitch the stakes and
Yes, you will.
let's see here.
Take some of them.
5 of them I'll just kind of shoo. The meekest 5 I'll shoo off into the woods.
Okay.
And the other 4 I'll try to control and take with me somewhere else.
Make an animal handling check.
Yes. Come on now.
18 plus something. Plus 3. No, plus 0.
You have been learning as you've made your way past these barriers with nature's beautiful natural creatures. Managed to get 4 sets of these reins, and these horses look pretty malnourished, and they were probably stolen too. Some of them have brands, but different types of brands, so they get the sense that they were probably pulled from different homesteads. And as you pull them together, there's a moment of you're waiting for them to draw and quarter you, just based on what you're holding. Just like, but they follow. They follow, and you kind of carefully begin to walk a perimeter around. While that's happening,
So, now that the leader's dead, who's the de facto leader here? Speak up, be bold.
2 of the ones go, me! They both look at each other and shoot each other down with these horrible glares and go, no, it's me! Again, at the same time. But say, fuck you! At the same time. Go! And they're just kind of frustrated and
Do
go,
you know parchment shears stone? Do you know? Yeah?
Parchment
Boulder parchment shears. Do you know that game?
yeah?
Pick your leader.
Do it. Come on.
They both kind of come together and
Kiss yourself, Matthew.
all right, the one on the left, who looks to be a scraggly redhead, probably in his, probably close to 20 or 21 years old, wins the bout of Boulder Parchment Shears.
Step forward. Would you agree that the previous leadership of this group has probably failed you on some level?
No, I'm gonna say so. Yeah. No, I mean Trevor.
Look where you are right now,
I
son.
know Trevor's turned to ashes.
It was a bad decision.
It was very bad. He was a very bad man.
Perhaps you should rethink your line of work.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're all right. Right? And all the boys go, right.
Molly, I think they also need a bath.
All right, here's the deal. If everyone's fine,
Yeah.
You're gonna bathe me.
maybe. Put your clothes back on. This is just embarrassing. All of you, don't pick up your
Leave
weapons.
your weapons.
They start taking their clothes, and the one who this young kid beat at Boulder Parchment Shears, like, really fucked up, Zenny.
Do not criticize new management until it's had time to take full effect.
Right.
Right.
They all start putting on like bits of their clothing. Most of it they're just kind of holding under their arms.
Now, line up. Line up.
How many are there?
9.
No, not
No,
that.
there's 8 now, and
Okay.
and 3 of them look like they're hurting pretty bad. One of them has their own crossbow bolt in their chest that bow through, and is still there, and he's like, he's kind of holding it.
Now you're all going to leave tonight. You're going to find something better to do with yourselves. And remember, no matter how you die or where, we can identify your bodies without the heads. So be careful. And I'm going to give and a line 1 gold piece each to each of them in a row.
Yes. I like that a lot.
They all look very confused.
Now for this, you promise that your terrible bandit days are over, because you're really not very good at this. I mean, we were barely paying attention. This is pathetic.
But you were barely paying attention.
Well, let's not cast aspirations on new management. It's only been 2 days.
They all kind of lower their head, and one of them goes, "Yes, Zenny." He's like, "Shut up."
So you're all walking away with 1 gold.
Right.
It's about as well as this night could have gone for you.
Make sure you wash your gold thoroughly because they're all infected with syphilis.
There's so much syphilis.
2 of them just like drop the coins on the ground and then pick them up again, but like with the bits of their cloth.
If I will, I feel like our money should still buy something. You know, a service. We need to teach these good men to make money based on the services they provide.
Precisely did you have in mind?
You all have one fucking job. You go and you tell all your stupid friends no one fucks with the Mighty Nine.
You see as like 3 of them are like quietly under their breath. Mighty Nine, okay.
But spelled like N-E-I-N. The Mighty Nine. Don't forget it.
It's at that moment you think you've lost most of them.
It's in Simnian.
Partially.
Partially.
All right. I mean, unless anybody else has anything to say.
That's all I got.
All right.
Yeah.
The travelers with you all forever and ever.
Use thaumaturgy to make that big.
Definitely.
You Gandalf voice it for a moment, and they all kind of take a step back. So, leaders anywhere are we off to? He's like, I think, let's just head to Felderwin.
It's a very bold decision. Well done.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Go away now!
And they all just quickly kind of dart off. They're pulling their pants up the rest of the way and been making their way back into the field. They're avoiding. You've certainly made their evening.
Oh man, did you see that? You thought you burned that other guy up. Did you see how much you burned that?
Sorry, I caught one of them.
2.
That's real good. I just like go up and put a hand on each of them, like to cover the blood holes.
Oh, cover my nips.
I'm going to gather the swords and the crossbows and just put them on
I
the
don't
cart.
have any more hands, Caleb. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh no! I put my knee up on the hole.
Okay.
Stop it. I'm going to cure your wounds now. Get ready for it. It's going to be so
I
good.
think I'm going to faint right now.
No, Caleb.
It's gone.
On the glasses.
He likes
He's
it. He likes
alright.
it. He's all right.
Fine. He'll be fine.
Cure wounds.
He's gonna feel great when he wakes up.
Yeah, like $1 million.
Tomorrow will be the greatest
Oh,
breakfast
that
he's
one
ever
isn't
had.
as good. That's only 4. Sorry. He pulled out all 3 of them at once, I didn't have any.
Hey, more kindling.
All right. You guys eventually settle yourselves down to continue your evening of rest.
I'll walk it back into camp with the horses and tie them up. I found some horses. I named them Lou, John, Crapper, and Toilet.
Wow. I'll take toilet.
I take Crapper.
I'll take John.
I'll take Lou.
All right. So keep in mind now that you're having to feed and take care of 6 horses.
Oh gosh. Okay.
All
I
right.
feed
No.
toilets
Or eat them when we
like
get hungry.
so many donuts. I just feed them so many.
You're running pretty low on donuts,
I
by
know.
the way.
It's crumbs and like moldy bits of pastry at the bottom of my bag.
Yeah, it's They didn't start as lemon tarts.
I had like 12 stuffed in there.
2 a.m. on a Sunday at a Starbucks right now. It's just there's nothing.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Nothing.
You guys,
Lone cake pop.
Just yeah. The
I'm out of
loneliest cake pop.
pastries. I'm out of money and I'm out of pastries.
Money?
Well, compared to what I had, this is bullshit.
What did you have before?
I don't know. It's like a pretty big pile, though.
You mean
this is
what?
like not a big pile. This was like a bird pile.
When you were with your mother?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I don't even know what you do with that much money. This is ridiculous.
You buy clothes for your horse that draws your carriage, which is something I did.
You put clothes on your horse. Mm-hmm. That's a great idea.
It was real pretty.
What happened to those clothes and that horse?
Well, I think I left them on the side of the road somewhere, actually.
Inside
Why
check.
did I do
The
that?
horse or the clothes?
She full of bullshit.
It's an inside check.
All right.
Why did I do that?
12.
Hard to read.
All right.
I can't remember.
You ran.
I saw something super interesting.
Yeah.
Shit.
If it was that interesting, why can't you remember it?
I see a lot of interesting things.
That's fair.
I bet that horse made a great gift for someone else. You probably made somebody really happy.
I think so.
Maybe a little
probably.
girl
Yeah.
who wanted a horsey for her
I
birthday.
just start kicking the ash of the former leader out just to spread them around. Fucking lay back down.
Still out.
How many swords
Yeah,
and
well, I
crossbows
tried to heal him.
random things
He
do we end
just
up
needs
with?
to sleep.
Yeah, he'll be out for the morning.
2 heavy crossbows.
2 heavy crossbows.
3 light crossbows.
2 heavy crossbows. You got, yeah, okay. 2 light.
It's not a good system. Travis, will you teach her how to keep track of our group stuff?
Nope. Trust me, my system
I'm gonna
wouldn't
make
be
better
better.
notes
This
soon.
is
I'm
the
just gonna
worst.
2 heavy crossbows, 2 light crossbows.
2 hand crossbows.
2 hand
Oh.
crossbows.
Just in addition to the 2 light crossbows.
2 heavy, 2 light, 2 hand.
2 hand.
I'm writing it.
It's like all over the place next to dick pics.
What would amount to about, I think it's 43 bolts.
Ooh. Take some of those.
Yeah, this would be helpful for you.
Do you want all of them?
No, because what if we need someone
we'll
else
leave some in the
uses
cart in
I-
case
No
someone
one else
ends
is
up in
gonna
the
use
cart.
crossbow. Okay,
Oh,
sure.
okay. I'll take 20.
20. Got it.
And 6 short swords and 2 daggers.
Holy moly.
I'm at 38.
But you could load up the cart. Carrying them on your person would be a problem. That cart's getting pretty full. Thankfully,
Good
you
thing
have
we
more
have
horses.
horses.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the fucking
2
Wells
daggers,
Fargo
you said?
carriage now.
Yes.
Oh my god, it totally is.
Yeah. For straight up Wells Fargo.
Mind you, all the equipment you found from them, not in the best condition.
Right.
The swords are dinged to shit. They're chipped in places, like they've been just banging against hard pieces. Yeah, it's
I roll Caleb over, make sure he's not face down in the dirt. And
he's
kinda
breathing. It's good.
I cover him up. He's
Okay.
fine.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys eventually find yourselves back to rest for the evening. You're keeping second watch now?
He was gonna keep second one.
Yes, I'm second watch.
So not. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me, please.
Man. 8.
Okay.
Take them out! Take them out!
Jesus Christ.
Oh, you're awake.
Hello.
Now we are all awake.
Were you having
was
a,
really
Were
fun.
you having a bad dream?
The party is over.
Why would you say that?
One day we're gonna have a real big talk about your issues.
You have major glass indentations on your face.
That is, I don't wear glasses.
Then what
That's
the
very
fuck
weird.
is that from?
Yeah, the syphilis is creeping up into your eye cavities,
It's like a
brother.
tiny shrine. Right?
That was some good lying. Oh
What?
boy,
What time
your
is it?
face is fucked up.
Look over here.
That's commitment.
I've been asleep face down in the cart, it feels like. Where are we?
We're
We're in the same exact place. You are not
Are
dead.
we
Face up in
in,
a cart.
did we make it to Zadash?
No, Caleb, go back to sleep. You're ruining everyone's
It's
sleep.
literally been about 10 minutes.
Okay, let's fight these fuckers. Where are they?
They're all dead. They're gone. We
yeah.
took their horses.
They
They're
were
gone.
already gone
You were
when you
very
passed
intimidating.
out.
You did a great
Yes,
Okay,
go back
there
to
it is.
sleep.
Yeah, there we go.
Alrighty.
Is he always like this?
Guess.
Oy.
He's very smart.
As you push into the latter half of the afternoon, a few hours before the sun begins to set, you begin cresting a large hill along the road before you notice a trio of spiky peaks catching your eye, breaking the skyline ahead of you. As you begin to come higher up to the top of that hillside, you can watch these peaks slowly unveil into the rest of the massive skyline of the city of Zadash, breaking the horizon. It's an incredible sight compared to the rural townships you've encountered here in the Empire thus far, and comparable in mass to the coastal metropolis of Port de Mali, where you grew up. The 15-foot perimeter walls outline the somewhat triangular shape of the city from your current perspective, which the community spilling beyond the protective bulwarks kind of cascade beyond the walls into what look to be ramshackle tent cities and hovel towns. As you ride down the road towards the stretch that leads to the southern gates, you pass through fields of crop workers that are currently out there with heavy shawls and head coverings in the process of harvesting various vegetables and crops from the field. Some take note of your presence and just watch as you pass and then go amongst their work. Others are too involved or could care less about the constant passing of travelers northward and southward. As you approach closer to the city still, the external neighborhoods begin to envelop your vision as small farmsteads, homes begin to mingle with these tents and shacks you had seen at a distance. You watch as a mother in ragged clothes plucks a chicken before noticing your band and sending her 6-year-old boy over, dirt smeared on his face and no shoes, running up to the mud outside the cart and just puts his hands out towards you as you walk past.
I toss him a silver.
He takes it and runs back to his mom, and she just kind of nods. Doesn't make eye contact with you, but as soon as the child approaches, kind of gives a nod. Continues pulling feathers out. Pushing on, the foot traffic.
Sorry, Caleb trips or pretends to into the mud and scoops up 2 fistfuls of mud and shoves them into his pockets.
Okay. Easily enough. So pushing on, the foot traffic grows heavier near the gate. A huge 15-foot wide, currently open portcullis. It's being held aloft by chains beyond your visual range, as 2 pairs of crown guards flank each side of this opening, with semi-watchful eyes. They're not interrogating passers-by, but keeping a close watch as folks enter in and out. You can see what looks to be another caravan is currently in the process of loading up and getting ready to leave southward. You can see people are walking in and out from the external shanty town, and other individuals are kind of similar, paying attention to the rather, once again, your colorful band by comparison. Most of the folks here you see range between your typical human populace to the occasional halfling and dwarf. The fair races beyond that haven't caught your eye yet on this exterior perimeter. Stepping beyond the Crown's Guard, just keeping a watch as you pass, you emerge beyond the threshold of the entry gate on the southern wall here into Zadash. The smell of wet earth manure immediately hits your nose, accompanied by the sound of hooves, mingling conversations, and distant shouts and the barking of dogs as they welcome you into this new and interesting city. Glancing up, you can see the buildings around you that flank the street continue to be rather destitute in the atmosphere, but then eventually begin to graduate into a standard village feel. You've arrived.
It is still raining?
It is still raining currently, yes.
This place sucks.
Maybe
Too
we
much
should,
water.
should find a place to take some shelter until this rain lets up.
Are we supposed to go to the pillow trove or the leaky tap?
Well, we should probably hit the leaky tap first in the west outer steads. We need to get to a blacksmith. We need to go somewhere that'll buy like expensive magic-y things and somewhere that'll buy like kind of junky shitty things.
Antiques.
Antiques.
Both of those you can probably find in a Pentamarket.
Pentamarket. Penta what now?
Pentamarket.
Pentamarket. Would the Pentamarket also have the finest inks and parchment?
It would have probably some of the finer inks, yes. The finest you could probably find there or in the tri-spires, but...
Tri-spies.
Tri-spires.
Tri-spires, yeah,
Yes.
okay. What about of arcane quality?
There are a few places you could go, yes. Actually, if we're going towards the Penta Market, your best luck there would be the Invulnerable Vagrant. Yes.
Invulnerable Vagrant?
Yes.
Excellent names in this place.
Whoa.
Also, I am a collector of rare tomes. I have a great appreciation for literature. So, where might I find the most
Nudie picture books.
elaborate writings in the city?
That would probably be at the archive.
The archive?
Yes.
Could you give me a little more background? That is a very common word.
The archive of the Cobalt Soul here in the city. It's a library that is maintained by a number of believers. But as long as you're not taking anything from within and you're approved entry and heavily watched within, for the most part, you can peruse the content of the interior.
That is excellent. And also, I'm a big reader. Is there any place that has, like, pulp fiction and shitty smut?
I mean, sure there are, but I would not bother myself with such base interested reading.
Inside check.
Inside check.
That is 23.
23.
So many whispers.
Listen to me, my friend. And I take him by the hands to say, you have given us a great welcome into this city. I am
My pleasure.
so eager to learn all about it. And I take my hands away, and he has 2 gold in his hand. Just know, I'm a big reader.
Then, perhaps if you find your way somehow into the Tri-Spire's southern quarter, not somewhere in the vicinity. Let me look it up real fast. Look at my own notes.
It worked.
On the southern side of the Silken Terrace, you would find a place known as Chastity's Nook. And that may be where you'll find what you're looking for, friend.
That was one of the names of the other courtesans at the place my mom.
Oh, that's a good name for a chastity nook. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. 17.
Easy enough. You ask around. You see a few folks that seem to be locals, or at least often find their way through this district, and they lead you over towards a large building of stained wood and green gold velvet hanging on the outside. And their first thought is, that velvet's going to get ruined in this rain. And as you approach the exterior of it, the building is untouched. It is dry.
Oh.
And you do glance up and you can see carved delicately into a wood placard above the doors, which are currently closed, but little slips of glass in each door reveal kind of a warm lit interior that's glowing from the inside out. It says, the Invulnerable Vagrant.
Caleb.
Yeah?
Think this is going to be where you're going to stock up on your incense and some other goodies.
Yes. I won't be long. Excuse me. And I just push in.
Okay.
I'm gonna find mulled wine. It's
Okay.
cold, and I want to be.
I'll join in
I
that.
want to try to sell
Hot
the
toddy.
glaive here if it's magic. If they sell magical weapons at this place.
Okay, so who's entering the...
I'll go into.
I'll
Alright.
wait back.
Go in as well.
You guys stay
We'll
back?
watch the cart, and we're gonna
Okay.
take the cart to find some mulled wine.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
gonna
Never remember the name.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so as you enter the interior of the building, it's warm. It's very warm, and it's kind of a nice change of pace. You immediately kind of throw your cloak back as the temperature shift causes you, everyone but you actually, you're pretty comfortable in the cold, to just immediately kind of throw your heavy layers back. And on the the immediate entry, you can see there's lanterns all throughout the chamber that are hanging up above, flickering candlelight, but they all flicker like there's wind when there's none. You also notice that all of them are just kind of floating. They're little glass chambers that contain the candle, and they're all just kind of slowly gyrating, held in place. Inside the chamber, you can see what looks to be a long table that has a few small books laid out on a velvet kind of raised platform. It looks to be a long blade, like a rapier of some kind, but looks jeweled and gorgeous. On the back, there appears to be a shelf with books and books and books with a desk. And you see what appear to be three figures, two of which are facing away behind the desk, and then the one that's closest to you who turns around to make your appearance. You see a large 7-foot-tall humanoid figure. Short, kind of bushy, curly brown hair that kind of froze up a little bit around. The body is very, very fine, grayish-brown fur. And their nose is wide, almost like I want to say a cow or a bull's nose across a human face. The chin's a bit square, and the physicality is kind of hunched, and there's just a big smile on the face. Yes.
I'm sorry. Yes, I have not been in this big city in a while.
Make a nature check.
Yeah. 20.
You have not encountered this folk before in your travels. It's rare to see them ingrained in society this close, but furbolgs.
Furbolgs?
Yeah, furbolgs.
Yeah, they are usually a more nature-based, kind of free-spirited people that live more towards the mountains of the northern forests and the graying wildlands and beyond. To see one here in society catches you off guard, let alone one that's dressed so well. As you can see these long, elegant robes of deep green and gold, and this big smile on his face as he spins around.
Yes, I'm happy to help you.
DM,
Yes.
before I engage in this. You said I've never encountered these, but I've read a lot, so I know
you know of them.
I know
Yeah.
of them. This is my first encounter.
Yeah.
Dive in.
Yeah, hello. Wow, look at those horns. I'm so sorry. You know, I have never... Forget it. I am looking for... I've been in the woods for so long. I'm so happy to be in a metropolis again. I need ink.
Before we can get to that, I just have to say you're respectfully terribly filthy. And this is an establishment that I have to insist requires some more cleanliness. And as he kind of waves his hand in front of you, you watch as all the dirt on your coat just begins to sift away. You watch as your clothing just becomes cleaned right up the front of you, reaching up towards your neck. And you watch as the dirt begins to kind of fleck away across your face.
I'm tilting, I'm arching my face.
As you fight it, a moment passes and you see before you, the first time since you've met, a sparkly, clean Caleb.
Caleb, what have you done to him? What have you done to Caleb?
Oh, you're just an excitable little friend there, aren't you?
This giant hand goes out and kind of pats you on the head.
It's gentle.
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Yeah.
You're beautiful.
At this point, the two other figures in the back turn around, and it's the same guy.
What?
There's two more of the same furball, same outfit, same exact visual, and they both go,
Hi. Hi.
All right.
Okay, this is a little off-putting, but
I
it's
invoke
okay.
duplicity.
Well, that's just impressive.
You're impressive.
and he reaches out and kind of puts his hand out to shake your hand.
What's your name?
Chester.
And what's your name?
Oh, that's Chester number 2.
It goes through.
I know, I'm sorry about that.
Oh, that's an illusion.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm Enchanter Pumat Soul.
Pumat Soul.
And this, I guess, I am also Enchanter Pumat Soul. And the guy, the third one goes, I myself am also Enchanter Pumat Soul.
So, first question that I have for you, Pumat.
The fourth one's in the back.
Pumat Soul. Are you all? Is there one of you, and this is fun and games, or you are?
There's the prime Pumat Soul, and well, the three of us are what you would call magically manifested duplicates to aid in his work.
Understood. Well, I only came here for business, so.
Well, welcome to the establishment. The invulnerable vagrant greets all of you humbly.
I'm finding it very hard to concentrate at the moment, but I know that I need paper and I need the most expensive ink you have.
Oh, we have both of those things. Come with me.
Okay.
He turns around, and you can see now, like, as he turns around, his head is about to smack into one of these candles, and he just, knowing where it is, he's been so practiced, he just ducks under it and continues walking towards the back. He needs one of them's like, oh, I heard him. And he turns around and takes down a couple of inkwells and sets them in front, and the other one is pulling out like stacks of paper and parchment, and they're stacking them up, and they set them there. He goes,
all right, so how much you need of how much of each?
This guy's our new Gilmore, you guys.
I am not seducing this person.
You say this now.
Touche.
500 hours later, we're fighting gods with him. Yeah.
I need your most fine arcane ink, and I also need your finest paper. I need about 150 gold worth of materials. Is that too much to ask?
No, that's comparably, respectfully, a paltry sum. So we can get that paper to you, and when you say ink, I have to specify. Do you want ink that's used in the ritualistic design and presentation of arcane symbols, scribes, and glyphs, or are you looking for ink that itself is actually enchanted for various uses of manifestation?
No, and I pulled two scrolls out of my packet. I have these. I found them in my journeys, and I want to make them a part of my repertoire.
Oh, that's some wizard stuff. Okay, we can do that.
He goes ahead and they muster the paper and the ink that'll easily be utilized for scribing.
Man, I love you so much. Wow. Cowman.
I'm so glad we're not really outside. We're only physically outside, but we get to be at the table, and it's so nice.
Yeah, we get to be yeah.
Enchanter Pumat Soul, do you have any health potions that we might be able to acquire from you?
We have a few in stock, actually. You want? It's like, I'm already on it.
Then he turns around and pulls out what looks to be a large, like, 8-vial collecting case that he sets on the table.
That's one there. And there's a we've got a variety of vials at your disposal, so let us know what you're looking for.
How much would a greater healing potion run me?
Let's see here. That would put you back about 200 gold pieces for a single vial.
How about one of your basic healing potions?
A general
potion.
Yeah. That'll put you at a simple 50 gold pieces.
I'll take one of those.
It would be my pleasure, Mr. Green Man.
I think.
What's your name,
like
by the
one of
way?
those.
Ford.
Ford, pleasure to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you, yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to disrespect your invitation there. What's your name?
I'm just not. Hi, nice to meet you.
Now.
You're large.
You're small.
Can I have one? Well, I'll have two of those potions if you don't mind.
Of course.
Is there a discount for two?
Make a perception or a persuasion check.
That would be 0.
I'm sorry, but this is a business. No discounts, but we're happy to sell for the price of 50 gold apiece.
All right, I'll take 2.
Alrighty, thank you very much.
Enchanter per month soul.
Pumat soul. Thank
Pumat
you.
soul.
Pumat.
Pumat soul.
Sounds like Format Soul.
Poor
Yeah,
Matt
poor Matt
soul.
Soul.
It feels very meta.
Do you guys deal in magical weapons here?
We deal with all sorts of enchanted items. As he turns to one of the other guys over there, goes, I've got it. We have all manner of objects that we've crafted, enchanted, and designed.
Would you like to buy this?
Oh, are you looking to sell or trade? That's
Well, it depends on how much you want to pay for it.
Well, let's go ahead and clear off. And he takes the vials off the counter, and they set a space, and the three of them kind of sit around. And you hear this voice in the back behind what looks to be this thick curtain go, is anybody able to help me here for a minute? Right there. The two of you continue this, and one of them goes in the back room to help the fourth one.
Does the fourth one look just like you?
There's a fourth?
Yeah, there's four.
Four? I thought there was three.
The fourth one is
that's,
the prime
that's
one.
Pumat Prime. He's the real guy.
Whoa.
But anyway, let's have a look at this. And you put on the glaive, you said? Oh, this isn't too bad. Hand me the item card.
Card. With the pencil.
Flesh render.
Meanwhile, I take every gold piece I have in a little sack plus 20 silver, which is exactly 150, and I am out of money.
And with that, they happily pass over to you your purchased parchment and ink.
How much is that glaive worth?
Oh, good cause.
This is, it's pretty well made for being such a ghastly looking design. I think it could easily use, like, some fine gold gilding, maybe some extra polishing, put some ribbons on it, and this thing would be a great ceremonial piece. The manicore spines, I think, are a little garish, personally, but, if you're looking to sell, we could give this to you for about 300 gold, but
Inside check.
Go for it.
That is a 17.
17?
To see if he's like trying to
Right.
steal.
I looked at the paper, motherfucker.
I'm gonna kill you.
7 days. I feel like this guy's a good guy. What?
You just died.
Nothing.
What?
Yeah, I have to make a new character, guys. I'm sorry.
What do you think, Caleb?
I think that he's just dealing with used items.
I don't know what that means.
You could work him for a little bit, not a lot.
Mind you, if we're doing it for trade, prices can be a little more in your favor. But understand, I'm a business for profit.
Well, you said it needs a little decoration, and I take the ribbon off my horn and I wrap it around the handle and I tie it on. What about now?
That's adorable. And I'm not gonna lie, I like it better. 302 gold. But for trade, I'll probably be able to muster a little more. What are you looking for?
Well,
This is my favorite.
I mean, we are kind of looking for something that can hold a lot of donuts in it, and also maybe some other things that are heavy.
Let me have a look here and see what we can muster. If you're looking for something that could, you traveling type? Is that right?
Yes.
That's all we do is travel, all of us.
Like a briefcase of carrying.
A briefcase of carrying.
A backpack of
A short case
portage.
A clutch of objects.
A handbag of endless bottom.
a cheat code, if you will.
I'll tell you what. If you give me this here majestic weapon with the ribbon included, and an additional 200 gold pieces on top of that trade, well, I can just go ahead, and the other guy who's wandered away goes, we can take this here fantastic haversack off the wall and make it yours.
This fantastic haversack.
A bag of
What-
holding.
what-
Let me show you. Let me show you. And he sets it down, and it's this kind of like this
Is he beating us at our own game?
It's
I think he is.
it's a backpack with a bunch of various pouches and things that are latched onto it, and he there's there's two side pouches on it beyond the big central one. he opens it up and takes the glaive and watch this, and it just kind of disappears into it. He reaches in, pulls the glaive out.
Whoa.
Maria Poppins.
That's
That
pretty
looks
cool.
like the thing that we need.
I mean,
It sticks in there. Yeah, the big central pouch. He goes, the side ones don't carry as much, but the central side of it does manage to carry about 8 cubic feet of material and extra dimensional space to call it whenever you require it. 2 cubic feet for both of the side pouches. I enchanted it. Well, he enchanted it. We sell it.
could you, if we make this deal, does it come with a regular healing potion inside of it, maybe?
Make a persuasion check.
Oh boy.
Regular potion.
Come on, Lon. I mean, that's cocked a little bit.
It is a little cocked,
No,
but
it's
barely
fine.
cocked. 10.
I appreciate your gusto. And were perhaps we had more of a business relationship together, I would consider such a deal. But as this is the first real transaction and time in which we have encountered you and your band of once filthy travelers, I'm going to have to decline.
Jester, Wanda smiles. What about for the wand, too?
I really like it.
It's a good wand. It's a good stick.
It is a real good stick. I'm going to keep it.
You might need a good laugh.
I can think of uses for that thing. I'm not here. Goddamn it. Oh.
We're getting a
We
hot
need that
toddy.
sack.
All right.
Jester.
Trying to remember.
Shits and giggles or utility is the question here.
Well, utility here. I'm buying this sack
We
for
need the
all of
sack
us
to keep
here.
our stuff in it.
Will you have enough gold to cover it?
Of course.
Oh, as
And
you
don't
were.
worry, once my mom sends me my care package, we'll have thousands upon thousands of gold.
Oh.
So is that a deal?
200 gold for this beautiful bag. But I feel like it could be a little prettier. Is there anything you can do to make it prettier for us?
Give me just a moment.
Yes.
He turns around and
Yes,
disappears
queen, yes.
behind the curtain, and you hear some talking. Some. And another one emerges from behind the curtain who has like this leather band on his head with this large magnifying type tool hanging in front of him with this big smile on his face. It looks like he has these thick leather gloves that have a bunch of runes on them. And he goes, "I'm sorry I was summoned to make something prettier."
I really like just, pretty. I'm going to be carrying it. I like it to match my
What's
outfit.
your favorite color?
Pink.
Simba. And he finishes and he watches the haversack suddenly just shimmers past, and the dull, general brown leather turns to a bright, vibrant pink.
Ah, it's beautiful. 200 gold. Here you go.
He handed it to the one guy who accepts it. All right, good. I hope you enjoy it. I'm gonna get back to work. Keep it up, me. And he goes from the back room. He takes the glaive off. The other guy says, "All right, thank you very much. Any other business you require?"
No?
Oh, you need some pastries, but that we
Oh, we'll
somewhere
go
else.
somewhere else for
else
that. I doubt you guys sell pastries.
No, there's plenty of vendors. They're all they're raining outside and so late. Probably hard to find pastries tonight, but fresh in the morning. Just let your nose carry you around. The Peta Market has
I will
plenty.
take one of the extra of those potions. It's such a good deal. Here's another 50 gold.
It would be my pleasure.
Thanks.
Do you know if the blacksmith, where did I write it? It disappeared. Where the spark hammer smithing would still be open right now, or are they going to be closed?
They're probably still working.
Oh,
You can
okay.
maybe convince them to take a conversation.
Okie dokie. Thank you so much.
No worries. Just listen for the clanging and the sparks.
Okay.
All right. Well, if that's all, I wish you all do come back anytime. We're happy to sell, buy, trade, and generally help out anyone who has money.
Man, I want to learn that trick real bad.
Which trick?
The one where you
the
make
pinkify?
no, where you make real versions of yourself that you get to hang out with. Ah.
Thank you for your time.
It's my pleasure. But
The rain begins to let up a little bit. It's still sprinkling, but at least the heavy downpour has subsided a bit. You make your way through the slushy mud pits that the streets have become, weaving your way between, horses and various wagons being pulled through, individuals that are hooded and bundled making their way around, eventually discovering the outskirts of the Leaky Tap. As you guys step into the warm interior, pulling your hoods back, we'll pick up on that next week.
Oh, that's it.